Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Real Life Love. I'm Lisa Rose, founder of Deeper Love, Better Sex. For those of you who are new to me, I help successful singles find love and couples go from good to great. And today I'm going to be sharing about something that is a practice that I use probably every single day because I am by nature a very impatient little creature. And there's a few things besides love, I suppose, career goals, but love seems to be something that can really fire up the impatient button. I think anything that we want really badly, that we have a certain amount of attachment to, can really fire up the impatient button. Hey Valerie, great to have you here. And impatience, my version of impatience often looks and feels like, give it to me now. And as somebody who, my challenge has never been knowing what I want. I've always had very clear visions and I can sense and feel like what I want over there. My challenge has been about relaxing. Hey, relaxing and allowing. Feel free to pop in with questions or comments. Allowing, relaxing, trusting that because that I want it, because I've generated the vision, the desire, the experience, that basically it already exists. And then my job is to relax and to stay in receptive mode and to keep aligning with the universe rather than pushing, forcing, and shoving it to try to get it to go on my speed. I had a friend years ago, and he said something to me that I still think about. He said, Lisa, you have a tendency to focus more on the holes than on the cheese. And there was a lot of accuracy to that, especially back then. And basically what he was reflecting is that my tendency has been to focus on, I got to put this on. Yeah, you can relate to that, huh? Yeah. To focus on what's missing, what's over there that I still want. And the saddest part of that is that it puts all of my attention on what's missing rather than the bounty that's here to enjoy, rather than what I'm already experiencing, and rather than the excitement about what is still unfolding and still creating before me. So I want to bring this back to how this shows up in love because this is a very common thread with my clients, especially my single clients. But it actually comes up a lot. I work a lot with women who are in relationship. And one of the places this shows up for them is they're wanting to have a different experience with their husband or partner. They're wanting more connection. They're wanting better sex. They're wanting more communication. And sometimes their kind of come from is, well, we've already talked about that. We've had that conversation. Why isn't it completely different? And I am often saying to them, what's the stance? Hey, Alice, what's the stance that you're taking? Are you taking an energetic stance of do this now? And I asked you to change, so change. Can you feel the force in that? Man, I don't like that, but I will tell you, men really do not respond well to that energy. So what often happens is the more that they can kind of hold the vision and the desire, but come at it with gentleness and humor and curiosity and kind of like lots of positive affirmation about what they're liking, he becomes so much more amenable and so much more willing to kind of work with her rather than fight against her. So the way this looks often for my single clients is they're kind of like, where is he? I'm online, I'm going on dates, I'm doing all the right things, but he's not showing up. As if he's supposed to be dropped from the spaceship at her door at an appointed time and place. Of course, that would be wonderful. The analogy that I use a lot is, where's my magic wand? Because once I get an inkling for what I want to just be able to wave that baby and have it show up right here in my living room. That would totally work for me. The closest thing that I have found to my magic wand is partnering with the universe. And the way that I do that is I stay really connected to the desire and the joy that that desire brings me. Like, I can feel the joy of whatever it is that I want by just imagining that it's here. I don't have to wait until it's here to be able to generate the joy that will be here when it's here. And then, because I'm already connected to the joy and the delight, that helps me to relax and to not insist that it show up at a certain way and in a certain timing. And every single time I do that, it's like the portals open, and that's when I'm in the receptive mode, and that's when manifestation actually happens the fastest. So if you are somebody where, you've got, here's the thing with love is that it's wonderful, so when you decide time for a relationship, or I want to take things deeper with the person that I'm with, or I want it to feel this way with my partner, it's really natural. It's going to be very easy to feel urgent about that. I think anything that we really desire, it's going to be easy to feel urgency about it. But what would it be like to feel all of that excitement and all of that juiciness and kind of let that be your rocket ship, rather than going into the contraction of, when is it going to happen? It's not happening on my timing. For me, one of the places that I encounter that place where I really get to practice this is with my business, especially if I'm going into new territory. Like right now, I'm venturing into some new partnerships and some new collaborations, and I have a pretty big vision of what I want to be doing and where I want to be doing it. And I can totally feel the energy of, it's not happening fast enough. It's just not happening fast enough. And as soon as I do that, I start feeling frustrated about everything that is happening, rather than staying in the joy, the delight, the appreciation. Those are all the tickets to more unfolding. So, two things I want to leave you with. If you find that you are in impatience or frustration, two suggestions I have. One is, see if you can connect. Oh, thank you. I love those. Those are so fun. I got to put these on and read that. Stretching that comfort zone, I always want to know. Yeah, I so hear you, Valerie. Nice to have you here. See if you can connect to the energy of joy, delight, excitement, whatever it is that you think having that thing is going to give you. You can feel that now. That's in your database. You have felt that. So allow yourself to feel into that. And the other thing is, if you can't make that switch, just drop it and focus on other things that are completely unrelated, that are going well in your life. It can be anything as simple as, you like the car that you're driving, you like where you live, you like your friends, you like the food that you eat, you like how your body feels. Just choose something to get excited and appreciative about, and go on a rampage about how great that thing is. It will distract your energy and your attention from what's missing. And as soon as you get in that energy of appreciation and delight, it's like you're back on track. That's when the universe really starts dropping gifts at our door. It's been my experience over and over. I've had so many opportunities to practice this because I am so friggin' impatient. But you know what? I'm getting better, and it's really making a difference for me. And now that I've had enough reference point for what it's like when I'm impatient, it so doesn't feel good, I'm more motivated to want to shift. So I hope this was helpful. If there's any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. I always love hearing about how it goes for you, your discoveries, your celebrations, your challenges. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye for now.